What's up, guys? Welcome back. I've got another bait review to do, and I'm super excited about this one. This is something I love to do, 365 days out of the year. Something that everybody can do, and that is throwing a shallow square bill. This one is by Rapala, and for you guys that don't know, Ott Defoe is a big time guy with Rapala, and he started making his own crankbait. I believe he's been making his own crankbaits for a while now, but he's gotten together with Rapala and made his own OG line of crankbaits. And he's made two before this one, two flat-sided baits, and now he's come out with a square bill. So this is the OG Rocco. It is a full balsa bait, circuit board, square bill on it. Comes with VMC treble hooks on it, and still on the fences, to be honest with you, with the VMC trebles. I don't use VMC trebles very often. I like a couple other brands, but they're really sharp, and they've been doing good so far. So the verdict's still out on how they're gonna hold up down the road, but we'll see about that. But like I said, we'll dive a little bit deeper about the bait. It's a full balsa square bill, and that's something I've never had a balsa square bill before, but that is a chunk, as you can see, a chunk of balsa wood. Really a fan of the circuit board square bill on it. I feel like these hold up a little bit better than your plastic, coming through brush and rocks and everything like that. Really good split rings on the bait. Paint jobs, Rapala's always done a fantastic job with their paint schemes on their baits. All the amazing colors. This is just the first one I grabbed, as this is what I was actually using just the other day, because we had a little bit of color in the water. But this bait, I've got a bunch of square bills that I like. Of course, you've got the Lucky Craft 1.5s and some Strike Kings and a couple Bagleys, stuff like that. But this bait, what's crazy about it, as soon as you throw it out there and it hits the water, and as soon as you start reeling, it is so fast to start its action up. There's some crankbaits out there that take a minute before they actually start displacing enough water for that bait to, start its action. But this is just an insane startup on its action. It's really cool to me that you can throw this bait and you can be real erratic with it. You can burn it, pause it, and that bait will just back on out, and you can start it right back up, and it's just super responsive. The other thing that I wasn't sure about is how it was going to come through super heavy cover. I was actually throwing this thing around a bunch of shallow riprap, shallow brush, and all of that, and this thing is just like a four-wheel drive. I mean, it comes through, the thickest of stuff, and as soon as you pause it, because of that balsa wood, it'll just back on out of there, start your retrieve back again, and it's right back in all the thick stuff. And so it's just been an amazing square bill, and the action on it is just a little bit more lifelike. It's not a really hard, real wide, super aggressive square bill. And it's just, I have been really impressed with this bait. This is a bait that's going to get in that 5 foot range with about 12-pound line, 12 to 14-pound line. You can throw heavier on it. You can bump up to that 15, 16-pound line if you're fishing a little bit shallower and you want that bait to stay up a little bit. But most of the time I throw 12 to 14 on it. The other thing is, if you've thrown a bunch of balsa baits like in the past, a lot of them are super hard to cast, just because balsa is a little bit lighter material than your plastic is. But this one, because of the huge chunk of balsa this bait actually is, it is super easy to cast. I've had no problem, like you do in some of your other balsa baits. No problem at all throwing it on a 7-foot medium cranking rod. Like I said, 12 to 14 pound line. It has done wonders. The size, they nailed it on the size of that bait. It's not too big. It's not too small. It's right there in that, 1.5 range. Like, most companies have that, like the Lucky Craft 1.5. That size to me is just my favorite square bill size. And like I mentioned earlier, they have all the fantastic colors. This one's the red crawdad color. They got the classic craw, a bunch of shad patterns and brim patterns. It's just an awesome, awesome line. All the OG, the Octafo crankbaits are. He's got the slim and tiny. All of them are, but this one, to me, is quickly becoming one of my favorites. So I just want to take a minute and talk to you guys about this bait. I was going to do a video when I first got these a while back, but I wanted to throw these around, see how they acted in the water, see if they would come through that heavy cover like a square bill should, and I've just been blown away what this bait can do. And I'm actually, this coming up tournament, I'm hoping to stick this in my hand all day long. So hopefully in the next few videos that I post is going to be a tournament video, and I hope you guys get to see me smashing some fish on this new square bill. In the description, I'm going to put all of my favorite colors in this square bill, and I'll put, the line size and the rod like I do in all of my other videos. So thank you guys for watching this video, and don't forget to like and subscribe. I got a lot of content that's coming out every week. So we'll catch you guys on the next one.